Hello everyone, welcome back to yet another yoga class. This is, I believe we're on week 3 already now, so quarantine's going real strong. I hope you guys are all still being safe and respecting the social boundaries that we've been given and all the instructions. It's really important, not only for our own safety, but for those of us that have different circumstances. So I hope everyone's doing okay. I wanted today to talk about, I'm gonna sit down. Here we go. Might as well. I wanted to talk today about just everything that's going on. Again, we've been talking about centering the mind, quieting the mind, all this stuff, but really I think what's most important is that we take this time to find out what's actually the most important things to us and to the world, really. I'm a very busy person. For those of you that know me personally, I'm an artist in multi-directions and disciplines, and I'm constantly involved in a lot of different things for the community, really, and myself, of course, but a lot of it is for others. And the part that is for myself, though, is, I'm fortunate enough to be able to say that I am able to be self-serving. And by that I mean, before this virus and before there was so much chaos, it was almost like we were living in abundance and we didn't even really know it. We were able to do things like throw big events or go to big birthday parties, or even just as simple as, go and play hide and seek with your friends that night or something. So I think of those things at this point as a luxury. And so when those things are taken away from us, we're literally forced to be only around the things that are absolutely necessary. Those things being, the grocery store, obviously hospitals, stuff like that, walking your dogs, that's, I think, allowed still. And so, again, it brings me back to this sense of, I don't want to say uncertainty to what it was that my priorities were before, but it definitely puts a priority on general self and well-being, as that is pretty much the only option at this point. And I think it's a really great opportunity to be involved in this practice of yoga that you guys are now becoming familiar with, because it does just that. It not only, again, quiets the mind, quiets the body, but it also brings harmony to both your mind and your body, and in doing so you're also moving while you're quieting and relaxing, which is a weird, seems counterintuitive, but it does make sense. Because exercise is obviously hugely important and a huge influence on your well-being in general, not just your physical health, but what goes on in your mind as well. I definitely notice a difference between days that I'm feeling a little bit more down about the circumstances are days that I indulge in the circumstances, and I tell myself how, I'm unfortunate enough to not be able to go to the park or go see my friends up the street, or, stuff like that. So right now, again, reframing the mind, right, like we talked about last week. So instead of looking at the things as downfalls of what I miss, I'm looking at opportunities of what I can better myself with. And those are such things like my yoga practice. It's a very personal thing, right? We're all working on different things. I know if you're new to yoga entirely and this is your only course so far, then you might be all on one, think it's only on one page, but eventually you'll get to know these postures and these vinyasas or these flows so well that you'll be able to do your own thing, and you'll be able to work on put attention on areas that you yourself are working on specifically, as opposed to someone else. So it's definitely a way for you to take some time for yourself and go inward and see what parts of your body want to be moved. And, because everything's different from day to day. Some days you have a headache and you don't feel like inverting or putting your head down, or stuff like that. So it's giving you an opportunity to go in touch with yourself and get rid of all the stimulus from the outer world that you're used to doing, your homework, your out of school activities, dance even, yoga, whatever activities you guys are involved in, and put those to the side, because those are a huge luxury, right? Like, all we need are ourselves and food and shelter and hopefully love from our friends or family or whoever we are able to at least communicate with in some way. So taking the time to really go deep on those and be appreciative of the tangible things that are right within our grasp. Like I said, food, shelter, our pets, our friends, family, whatever it is that you have that you can be grateful for, it's a good time to take the time to appreciate those things and lose the distractions of everything that is not quite as important, literally, to keep you alive and going. So hopefully you're able to do that. And without any further ado, let's go ahead and get into class. We definitely reviewed a little bit of the flow. We got into more flows, into some postures, some of the basic postures, so I want to go over those today. I'm just basically going to walk you through a flow, and then at the end of class we'll kind of touch back on what it is that we learned, if there's anything new that comes up. So come with me, join me. Actually, you know what? Let's start standing today, because you can really start your practice anywhere, but I personally need to move my knees. They're feeling a little stiff, so I'm going to stand up. But just take a moment. If you have a mat, that's great. If not, obviously you don't need one. But come to a nice neutral standing pose. Feet about hips width apart. Not too far, not too close together, but just comfortably standing. Let your belly rise and fall. Take a few deep breaths, again, setting that rhythm for your class today. Maybe close your eyes. Controlled breaths, but nothing forced. We're not trying to speed anything up or slow anything down. Again, I'm noticing my exhales a little longer than my inhales again today. I have a lot of stuff to get out of my system, I guess. On your next inhale, your eyes can open. Go ahead and raise both arms up nice and high. Grab opposite, one wrist at a time, whichever one is fine, and then just stretch up. And let's go to the right first. So up and over to the right. Nice side body stretch. Coming back to center. And then switch your grip. Pull it up and over to the other side. Now let's take our stance a little bit wider this time. And I'll take opposite arm up and over, one arm to my leg. Just a nice easy side body stretch. Nothing too crazy just yet. I'm gonna bring my feet back together. Let's make a bind, a fist behind our back. Roll your shoulders up and back. Head drops back. And then keep your fists close together as you forward fold. Let your head be heavy. Let your palms stay close together and your fists come over your head. Arms are straight. Release the grip, widen up your stance a little bit, feet a little bit wider apart, grab opposite elbows and just hang there for a minute. Bob up and down. And release your elbows, bring your toes to touch, heels can be a little bit apart. We're gonna inhale to that flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands down. You'll remember this from last time. This is our sun salutes. So let's try it again. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, flat back all the way, long spine. Inhale to a halfway flat back. Exhale, plant your palms, step back to a plank and hold that plank. Take an exhale. Another inhale here. Another exhale here. Another inhale. On my exhale, I drop my knees and chaturanga. Elbows squeeze into my sides. All the way to the ground this time. Legs wide, top of the feet down. Cobra pose, just lift your chest, look up. Exhale, release. Feet together, tops of the feet are still down. Inhale all the way up to upward dog. Exhale, come to all fours. Inhale, drop the belly, look up, cow. Exhale, around the spine, cat.
Inhale up, cow. Exhale, round it, cat. 2 more on your own. Maybe make some circles. Inhaling and up, exhaling. Inhales on the up, exhale on the down. And then press it back to a child's pose. Stay here in child's pose. While you're here in child's pose, again, collecting that breath, finding that rhythm that you had started at the beginning of class. Maybe you set an intention for what you want to accomplish today, which, like we talked about, is finding maybe a body part that you want to work on, discovering that body part specifically. Maybe your hips feel tight today. I said my knees. Discovering what that is and maybe sending your energy to those parts today is maybe an intention, or just calming down today, or energizing, actually. Anything like that you would like to practice, finding that intention now. So here we are in child's pose. And let's make our way into downward dog. I'm gonna face the side today. You guys can do whatever you want. And hold on, because I gotta tuck in my shirt. But go ahead and get to your down dog. And whenever you're there, pedal out your feet. It's probably the first time you've done this today, so get comfortable. Walk your dog, in other words. Walk it out. On your next inhale, right foot goes up. Bend your knees, stack your hips, maybe bend your knee and kick your butt a few times. Make some circles, just stretching it out. And release, other side, left foot up. Same thing, bend your knees, stack your hips, move around. And back to down dog. Let's do one flow chaturanga. So inhale, shift forward into plank. Exhale, chaturanga, elbows in. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. All right, inhale, right toes up. This time as you exhale, you're gonna shift forward and crunch your knee towards your nose. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, crunch, do it again. Round the spine. Inhale. Crunch, and this time place your foot between your hands. You're in a lunge. Take your hands to your thighs and just bounce up and down there. Drop that back knee, sink the hips down and forward a little bit more, a little deeper. Inhale, reach up. As you exhale, back knee bends, front knee straightens. We're doing a half split. So I'm stretching the whole back of my thigh here. Come back to that lunge, back knee stays down. This time both hands to my hip, but I'm gonna take my left arm up. I'm gonna twist towards the back side, so towards my leg, towards the right, and that left elbow is gonna come outside of that knee. Outside, top hand comes down, so I'm making a prayer position. And I'm gonna twist so that my chest gets to meet my hands. So I'm not taking my hands to my chest, I'm pressing in and twisting and looking up. Take both hands to the ground. Inhale, lift that knee up. Spin the back heel flat, let's find warrior one. So again, take a second, adjust anything you need to. We shouldn't be on a tightrope. Our legs shouldn't be too far apart. I'm just nice and balanced. My hips are not open. I'm not twisting. They're just square to the front of the room. Bend in the front knee, straight back leg, back foot is flat. Heels on the ground, foot is turned out. Inhale, lift up. This time I'm gonna exhale and sweep my arms back. Hold here, so I'm making a nice long line from my leg to my scalp, and I'm stretching my head forward and up. Inhale, reach up. Again, exhale, sweep. This time inhale, and open up to warrior two. So shift your feet a little bit, look down. Back foot is straight, front leg is facing the front of the room where you're looking. See? And this one is facing the side of the room, the back leg. Looking forward, bend into the front knee. Flip your palm, reverse warrior, up and back. Keep the bend in the front knee. Back hand comes to the top or bottom of your kneecap. not right on top. Another inhale here. Inhale, come on up, back to warrior two. Take that front elbow to the knee. Back arm goes to the sky. And then we're gonna reach both arms down back to that lunge. Step it back to a plank. Now I'm gonna roll onto the outer edge of my left foot. Balance, 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 and right arm up. Back to plank, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Take a deep breath here. Left side, inhale, over left toes up. Exhale, crunch your knee to your nose, round your spine. Inhale up. Exhale, crunch. Inhale up. Exhale, crunch, and step between your hands to a lunge. Inhale, take your hands to your thigh. Drop the back knee, sink a little bit deeper. Inhale up. Exhale, half split. Shift back to that lunge, back heel stays flat. Right arm up, twisting outside of the left knee. Back arm comes up, top arm, prayer position, twist. Chest to my hands, looking up and back. Exhale, release, coming back to that lunge. Back knee up, back foot flat, inhale, warrior one. Settling in. Look up, inhale. Exhale, flat back, sweep the arms back. Again, inhale. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale, warrior two. Lift the palm, reverse warrior. Another breath. Inhale up, warrior two. Exhale. Both hands down to that lunge. Step it back to plank. This time I'm rolling to the outer edge of my right leg, right foot. Left arm up. Back to plank. Chaturanga. Take it to child's pose. Take a couple breaths. Make your way back to your down dog when you're ready. Right toes up, inhale. Exhale, crunch knee to nose. Inhale, lift. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, lift. Exhale, step it through. Crescent. Sorry, let's do a lunge. Forgot. Back knee down. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, half split. Couple breaths here. Inhale, back up, all the way up to warrior one. Exhale, sweep the arms. Inhale up. Exhale, sweep. This time we're gonna hold it here, bind the hands behind my back, making that fist again. Palms squeeze together. Now I'm going to shift forward. My weight goes to my front, my right foot, and I'm going to make a T shape with my body. So I have to tippy toe these back toes and then balance. This is warrior three. Long line of energy from my head to my foot. It's okay if you fall. Try again. And then bend that front knee, take a long step back, find that warrior one again. And exhale, warrior two. Check you out. Flip the palm, reverse warrior. Come back up, elbow down. Maybe you grab your shin this time. Come back up, straight legs. Reverse. Reverse triangle, right? Come on up. Triangle pose, hips back, reach forward, reach, 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 drop. Maybe the top arm goes forward. Exhale, release to the ground. Step back to that plank, rolling to the outer edge of that foot, right arm up. This time, if you really want to try, if this is too easy, whoop, like this. Back to your plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Upward dog, down dog. Left side. Left toes up. Exhale, crunch. Inhale up. Exhale, crunch. Inhale up. Exhale, step it through. Warrior one. Oh, sorry. I did it again. Lunge. Drop the back knee. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, half split. One breath here. Inhale all the way up to warrior one. Back heel flat. Exhale, sweep the arms. Inhale up. Exhale, sweep and bind. Pull your arms back, stretch your head forward. Tippy toe onto the left foot and lift it up. Stretching through your head and through your back foot. Exhale, bend the front knee, land into warrior one again. Inhale, exhale, warrior two. Flip the palm, reverse warrior. Exhale, switch. Find your breath. Inhale up, straight legs. Hips back, reach forward. Trikonasana, triangle pose. Release, step back to plank. Outer edge this time, other side. Maybe find a tree on the side. This is a tree pose on the side. And back to your plank, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog, come back to child's pose when you're done. Find your breath. Make your way back to your downward dog. Inhale, come up to your tippy toes, look between your hands. Exhale, bend your knees. Inhale, jump or step your hands, feet between your hands. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way to stand. Little back bend. And exhale, hands by your side. Okay, we're back to where we started. Now, just checking my time here. Cool. Pretty much done. We're just gonna run through a couple tree poses since I mentioned them on the ground. All you're gonna do is let's do right leg first. You're gonna turn it out first. Pop your knee. Foot is either gonna come to wrap around your ankle, like this, like a kickstand, or on your shin, or above your knee. Not directly on it, because you're just gonna be pushing your knee to the side, but it has to be above the knee. So if this is comfortable and you're good here, wherever it is that you can balance, try and take your hands to a prayer. And breathe. Here what I'm working on is called my drishti. Drishti, meaning it's where you start to space out. You guys know when you space out and you're like, whoa, what was I even looking at all? That's what you're going for here. You're just spacing out in the zone. And relax. Let's try the other side. Turning the left toes out to a kickstand. Here on the shin or all the way up above the knee. Prayer. You can also do reverse prayer. Don't think you can see me in the mirror, but I have my palms together and it's pressing my chest forward. So this is a good heart opener. That's what they call it. It's pressing my chest forward and my shoulders back. And relax. Shake it out. Let's do another forward fold. Inhale up. Take your feet a little separate. Flat back all the way down. This time, check this out. I'm gonna step on my hands. So fingertips facing me. I'm gonna pick up my toes and put my toes all the way to my wrist. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, pull, forward fold. Rolling my weight into the balls of my feet, so into the tops of my hands. Release that. Let's take a wide-legged forward fold now. So walk it all the way out. Let's grab our peace fingers again onto our big toes. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Elbows bend at the sides, 90-degree angle. And let's walk it back in. And just find a comfortable seated position. Let's do the left leg first. We're gonna do pigeon on each side. So I'm gonna take my left shin up, my right foot to the back. Again, I think we talked about this before. Again, see, I'm not sitting on the side of my leg. I want the top of my leg on the ground. So I'm gonna pick myself up, drop into it. And I'm not sitting on this foot at all, okay? And once you're ready, settle in and relax. And let's just switch it up, go to the other side. Actually, let's take a twist to the other side. So that back leg's gonna come all the way around, cross in front of that left leg. My left arm comes up, and to the outside again of that now is my right knee. And I'm gonna lift up as I inhale, exhale, twist. Inhale, lift, exhale, twist. And then just release that and just take your head, bow your back, or bow your head so you allow a little bit of bendiness into your back. And then just keep that right leg forward this time. Pigeon on the other side. Left foot back. Left leg back. Pick myself up so I'm not on the knee or the side of my leg. And just settling in. I know it's hard to see me, but you can at least see me in the mirror from here, so. And that back leg comes up and around, cross it over. Right arm up, twist. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, twist it around. Do it again, inhale. Exhale, twist. Look at yourself. And unwind, forehead to the ground. And now's the time where you guys can go ahead and take your Shavasana. Just lie back, corpse pose, palms up, feet relaxed, chest up, eyes closed. Just let yourself surrender, let your body be heavy. Thank yourself for your practice. Take a nice rest. I'll let you do that on your own time. I am gonna review kind of what we did today. Again, we did our sun salute at the beginning and kind of in the middle of that of class today. We did our cat and cow a little bit to warm up. We did several chaturangas, which are pretty much in every vinyasa, as we'll call it. I'll actually write that in the description, that term. All it means is flow or choreography or the choreography, whatever. And then we did warriors 1 and 2, our reverse warriors, our reverse triangles, our triangle pose, our side angle pose, which is the up and back, elbow to knee, up and back, and then straight leg thing. And then we added warrior 3 today, so now you guys know what that is. It's the standing on one leg. You can do several different things with your arms. They can be here, they can be here, they can be here, etc. And then we did the balancing tree pose. So, and all of those have things that you can graduate to the next level of. So with, again, like I said, many different options for arms for warrior 3.
Even same with Warriors 2, 2 and 1. Different balancing postures once you're there, half moon pose, tree pose you can take into a lotus. So we'll cover all of this hopefully, because I have a feeling that we'll be doing these online courses for a little while. So that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for participating. Thank yourself. Thank those around you. Be grateful. Be grateful for what you have. That's pretty much the best you can do, right? So, and I'll see you guys in the next class. Take care of yourselves.